Yo, what's going on, YouTube? Happy Sunday, and today it's episode 3 of Stub Sunday. This is where we make our money. So what I'm going to do today is give you my top 10 investments, which, by the way, there is not an update next week. It is 2 weeks from this past Friday, which will put it at July 30th. That's the next player update. They want to get time to get some stats accumulated after the All-Star break, so let's push back to July 30th, which is important. Gives us plenty of time to invest in these top 10 guys and other guys that you might be interested in. Make sure to leave those in the comment section below. Help each other out in the community. That's what it's all about. I'm also going to be giving you a couple of quick tips on how to make some extra stubs on the current market. So let's get into this. All right, at number 10, it's my dude, Paul Goldschmidt. I know you guys have heard me talk about him before, but I'm on the Paul Goldschmidt train to get back to gold. He's right now sitting at, you can buy him for about 416 stubs, selling at 775. So it's starting to be to the point where people are starting to pick up and start buying cards again for the market. So you're going to want to get in on this early this week before he starts going up. I'm going to tell you why he's going to go up. His July stats, I'm just going to look over here at him right now. In July, he's hitting 359, 457 on base, 615 slugging. He's got 3 homers, 8 RBIs. The RBIs aren't great, and that's because nobody's getting on base in front of the Cardinals' offense is awful, but it's about what Paul Goldschmidt's doing, and he's hitting. He's notoriously a second-half player, and he's showing that right now. In the month of July, he's killing the ball. He's hitting the ball at one of the hardest hit rates all season in all of Major League Baseball. He's like top 3. So some of those are starting to fall. Some of them are starting to find their way to gaps. So he's just going to continue to rake, and hopefully he can rack up some more RBIs and home runs in the month of July. But Goldschmidt's definitely somebody that a lot of people are starting to pay attention to, because if you've noticed, the market's been really low, but now people are starting to pick back up again, and Paul Goldschmidt's already starting to find some rise, because I was buying him for about 300 stubs just 2 days ago. He's already at 415, so you want to try to get in under 500 so you can double your stubs, but anything under 650, 700 is positive. Anytime you can make 300 per card, it's good, and I think he's a very, very, very solid candidate for July 30th update. Okay, at number 9, there is a guy, he just got his silver. I think he's a hold for gold, and as you can see, right now he's a very flippable card because he's 122 and he sells for 330. So you could just buy him and flip him, buy him and flip him, and I think you're going to see him start creeping up a little bit this week. But it's definitely time to buy him right now. 122 stubs. He needs 4 points to get the gold, but he's been very solid for his second season in a row in Colorado, and he's even been decent in Colorado. If you look at his stats for July, he had a home start against St. Louis, went 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, struck out 11. Now, I know it's the Cardinals, and they strike out a lot, but struck out 11. And then he followed that up on July 10th with a start against San Diego, went 7, gave up no runs, 3 hits, struck out 9. His whip overall for the season right now, let me look at this. And if you compare his stats this year to his career stats, his K rate is higher than it's been since 2018, second highest of his career. He's not walking a lot of people, although he's still walking too many. If he cut down his walks just a little bit, that would help a lot. He's given up no home runs, 0.64. So nothing. And pitching in Colorado, that's really, really good. 6.89 hits per 9. I know hits per 9 don't matter in the show, but for his stats and for getting him a boost to gold, it does. And he's easily his best in his career. And his strikeout to walk ratio is 2.71, and his K rate's 9.13, like I said. So he's somebody who's definitely on the hold for gold. All right, at number 8, it's Willy Adames. Now, he's on the Brewers now. He just got his silver, so I know a lot of you were buying him at bronze when I told you to buy him at bronze. And you could have got out and made some decent stubs, because, you know, we could have got him for 30 stubs a piece and made a lot of stubs. But I think he's a hold for gold guy. I think he's got a solid chance of this summer going gold, and I'm going to tell you why. Ever since he's got traded to Milwaukee, he's went off, and his July stats right now, 356 is batting average for the month of July, 431 on base, 667 slugging. That puts his OPS at about 1100. He's got 3 homers, 6 RBIs. He's getting on base a ton. He's scoring runs, 9 runs so far this month, and he's actually hitting lefties a little bit too, which, he could use a little bit of bump in. The thing is, need to get a little bit more power out of him, but I definitely don't think 75 is where he's going to stop here. And I think on the 30th, if he continues to hit the way he's going now, and Milwaukee's kind of really cruising, he could definitely get a bump up to 77, 78, and that'll only make his price go up even more. So you get in now at 175, and once he gets, even if he doesn't go gold, if he gets to 600-700 stubs, which he very easily could, especially once we get closer to the 30th, if you get in on him now, you can more than double your stubs, and that's what it's all about. You're always looking to double or make more than double of your stubs, and Adames definitely is one of those people, in my opinion. That's why I have him at number 8 this week. All right, at number 7, a guy who's teased us a few times to go gold. Him and his teammate have both teased us in previous years, and that's Diego Castillo for Tampa Bay. He's now closing there. He's getting saves. He's striking out more people than he ever has in his career. And if he can continue that, I think he can get his 2 points pretty easily. If you look at his stats for this season, 11.97 K per 9, easily his best. He's not walking anybody, 2.78. But his hits per 9 is a little high. It doesn't really matter in the show as far as playing the game, but it does matter for his stats. So if he could stop giving up hits, that would be great. You know what I mean? But he's right there. Like, all they really got to do is bump his K per 9, which they could do, because like I said, he's at a career high 11.97. As you see, he's got 77 K per 9 right now. So if they just bump that just a little bit, he could go to gold. And right now he's 167 stubs. I mean, 2 points is not that much, and the way he's pitching right now for Tampa Bay, I think it's just a matter of them taking a look at it. And the more people that start to take notice of him, the more chance they're going to have that they're going to look at Diego here. And I think he's just a solid investment. You're not going to lose any money on him because he's not going down. So even if you get on him now, 167 to 200, 225 stubs, you make a ton if he gets those 2 points. And he's got, a whole couple weeks yet to accumulate some more stats. If we go over here and break it down, let's go look at his July stats. He's only had 3 appearances, 2.1 innings. He hasn't given up any runs. He's got a save, a 111 batting average against, 0.86 whip. So yeah, he's looking pretty good. He continues to lower his season ERA, which doesn't matter. They don't really care about ERA, but I'm just saying overall he's lowering it. So he is putting together a track record to where I could easily see him getting these 2 points and going gold. So that's why I have him as a solid number 7 for the July 30th update to go gold. All right, at number 6, just outside the top 5, a guy I think's definitely going diamond this year. His price is already starting to reflect that more and more people are picking up on that. He's at 2,100 now, selling at 2,800. So he's still under that 2,500 spot where you can double your stubs if he does go diamond, where you can quick sell, and that's Bo Bichette. He gets kind of lost with all the stuff that's going on with Vlad, and that team is just loaded offensively. But let's just take a look at his numbers this year. He's got 16 homers, 59 RBIs. He's hitting 295, 343 on base, 825 OPS altogether, which is just a tiny bit below his short career average. So, but let's look at July. All right, so if you look at July, he's only got the 1 homer, which was right before the All-Star break, but he's hitting 375, 419 on base, so he's getting on base and getting driven in, and a 475 slugging, which puts his OPS right around 1,000. So he's definitely doing what he needs to do to get his stats bumped where he needs to pick up, because he kills left-handed. But let's take a look at what he's doing against righties this year. All right, if you look at his versus right-hand stats this year, he's actually got 12 homers, 44 RBIs. He's hitting 277 with a 460 slugging, 323 on base. So, and a 783 OPS. So you could very easily see his contact and power versus righty going up, and they should, especially the power, because that's where he's hitting, a lot of his home runs this year. So if they boost his power to say 75, 76, and just give him a touch on the contact, he's going diamond. So I could very easily see that. And like I said, his batting average for the season's approaching 300, so he could even get a little bit of vision. So I think Bo Bichette is a solid pickup, especially if he continues his numbers here in July, to go diamond on the 30th. If not on the 30th, sometime this summer, because he's absolutely killing it in Toronto. Now we get into the top 5. Now, this first guy, I've been having you guys keep an eye on here for 2 updates, I think. And as you can see, his price is starting to reflect it, $465 and $746, and that's Anthony DeScafellini. He's still under the 500 price where you can double your stubs, but I don't think that's going to last very long. This week, I expect him to shoot up to $650. He's got to start today, actually, against St. Louis. And as much as I would like to see St. Louis win that game, maybe we could do it against the bullpen. Maybe we get him like 6 shutout innings and they come in and then we wreck their bullpen or something, just to keep him rolling, because right now he's rolling and I think he's an easy bump, 1 point to go gold. Overall this season, 10-3, 2.68 ERA, an even 1 WHIP, which is really nice. And let's go see what he's doing so far in July. He's had 2 starts. He's 2-0 with a 1.23 ERA. Again, ERA doesn't really matter, but the .82 WHIP does matter. Nobody's getting on base against them, and the problem with him right now, though, is he's not striking out a ton of batters. So that's why you see his K per 9 at 54. Overall this season, he's got an 8.3 K per 9, which is, you know, right about his average. That's why you see him at a 54 K per 9 on here. But he's not walking anybody, he's not giving up any home runs, and he's not giving up any hits at all. So the thing is, we just need him to strike out just a few more people, and that K per 9 could get him to where he needs to be for gold easily. But I think overall, they could do enough shuffling around here to get him the gold. And as long as these next couple starts are really good here in July, like I said, he's got 1 today. He'll have probably 3 more starts before the update, counting today, and then 2 more. As long as those are solid and he's doing what he's been doing, then I think he's an easy gold come the 30th. All right, at number 4, it's a guy who I've been beating the drum about for weeks now, and he's at a good buy price right now, 2,300, so he's under the 2,500. He literally needs 1 point to go diamond, and I don't know how he's not diamond. He should have went diamond last time, but he didn't. He's an all-star this year. He's having a great season overall, and in July, you know, he's still carrying on. 286 average, 302 on base could come up a little bit, would be nice. And his slugging probably needs to come up a little bit. He's not having an overall amazing July yet, but he does have a couple homers, 8 RBIs. He just needs to get it going the next week or 2, and I think they could push that his stats. Where he's going to be able to go up here a little bit is if they just give him a touch contact versus lefties. He's just gonna have to have a few good at bats against lefties, you know, and get some more hits, and keep pushing that batting average up over 300. It looks like they're really bullish on Jared here, but I still think they could do enough to get him over there. Like I said, he's an all-star this year. I just feel like he's done enough to get the diamond, and he's still cheap enough where he's worth investing in, because he just needs that 1 point, just 1 point. Like I said, he's under the 2,500 threshold for doubling your stubs if you quick sell, if he does go diamond. And like I said, if he can just keep an eye on his stats for the next week to 10 days, it's going to be important that he has a good week to 10 days. Just monitor that and monitor his price, and if you can pick him up for under 2,500, I would do that. All right, number 3 is a guy that I'm kind of bullish on right now, and he's got such a good price point, and that is Trent Grisham. 1,806 you can get him for, 2,300, almost 2,400 he's selling for. So he's really cheap right now, way under the 2,500 stub threshold. I think he's due for an upgrade in his contact versus lefties and righties. His power is probably about where it is because he's got 11 homers this year, so you know he's not quite hitting for the power that he should, probably, with the numbers he has now. And his vision maybe could use a touch, but overall this season he is hitting 276. So his month of July, he's not like killing it like he was a little bit earlier in the season, but he is starting to pick up a little bit, and when that San Diego offense gets rolling, I think it's only going to help him. Keep an eye on, if you're skittish about it a little bit, keep an eye on his stats for the next week to 10 days. monitor his price and just see. But he's easily one of my 3 favorites to as far as profit goes, potential profit. He's one of my 3 favorites for the rest of this month. All right, at number 2, it's Teoscar Hernandez. Another guy who just needs a 1-point bump, and as you can see, people are already paying attention to him. He was right around 5K stubs the previous update. He didn't get there, so he dipped. He was down as much as 2,400 stubs, and he's back up to around 3,000. And I expect this to start climbing a little bit every day until we hit that 30th update. So there's still some stubs to be made there. You can still make about 2,000 stubs if he does go diamond this next update, which is still pretty healthy. And if you check the prices throughout the day, sometimes he dips under 3K, but he's been the last couple days right around 3K. I've been monitoring his price. So he needs to start picking it up to get pushed over that threshold, but he's really close. His biggest thing where I think he could pick up a little bit of room here is his power. Excuse me, his power versus right-handers. Gonna have to do a lot to get that 1 point, so it's kind of easy stubs. Like, I wouldn't call him necessarily a lock at this point because he still has to have a good rest of this month, but yeah, if he just picks it up just a little bit, I think he'll do enough to get pushed over, and there's some stubs to be made there. Even if you buy him now for 3,000 and you hold him with the anticipation that he could go up, and you keep an eye on him for the next week to 10 days, because I feel like his price is going to keep going up because a lot of people are invested in him. So come closer to that 30th, July 30th, when they do the next update, you'll see that his price will be up around 5K, and if you decide you want to get out then, you can still make a decent amount of stubs. All right, we've reached the number 1 spot, and this guy should have already been diamond. I'm not sure how he isn't diamond, but that's fine. He's 3,100 stubs right now, so he's the same price as Teoscar. A lot of people are in on him, heavily invested in him, and that's Freddie Peralta, another guy that's price is going to start creeping up every day. He's 7-3 this year. 2.39 ERA and a 0.9 whip, which is really, really good. His strikeouts per 9, 12.4, which is really good, but his rate's already there. So where we're looking to improve is his walks per 9. Now, he's not been great. He has not been as good as he was last year. It was 3.68 last year. This year is 4.04. He needs to bring the walks down a little bit, I think. And the hits per 9, again, doesn't matter. But they're very solid this year, and his strikeout to walk rate is 3.07. So he's striking out a lot of guys. His problem is he's still walking too many. We got to cut down those walks, because if he just cuts down those walks, it's an easy cruise in the diamond, because as you can see, he's got a 40 walks per 9, right? So he's got to cut down those walks. That's the thing that's been hindering him this whole year, and that's probably why they didn't push him to diamond. He's got to lock down, he's got to stop walking batters, and he's an easy walk into diamond. See what I did there? But I still think he's a solid investment. There's still stubs to be made there, and again, he's going to be one of those guys that so many people are invested in that his price is going to start climbing the closer we get to that 30th update. We'll have another Stub Sunday before that July 30th update. We'll have one next week, and we'll revisit some of these guys, but as of right now, these are the 10 that I would be invested in, and I'm going to give you 2 bonus names right now. Pay attention. Yastrzemski for the Giants, Narvaez. I'm still bullish on Narvaez for Milwaukee. Keep an eye on both their stats, keep an eye on their prices, maybe throw a little stubs at them, especially Narvaez. I still think he's cheap for a 78. And I just feel like they haven't shown him any love, and he was a freaking all-star, and they haven't moved him in a month, and I don't get it, but keep an eye on both those 2 names too. And one more I'm going to give you. This is a bonus. He's a common right here. I'm going to show you. Now, he was a Cardinal, but he got traded to Pittsburgh, and since he's got traded to Pittsburgh, he has went off, including getting into a fight almost with Marcus Stroman last night. He would have probably knocked Marcus's block off. If you look, John Nogowski you could buy him for 8-9 stubs, and he's selling for 75, which is like a times 10 profit right now because he's common. But if he goes to bronze, or a high bronze, which he could, because he's killing the ball in Pittsburgh right now, You can make so many stubs off this, guys. And this is for guys who don't have a huge bankroll, you know what I mean? They got, you know, oh man, Buck, I can't do anything. I only got like 10,000 stubs. Buy a crap ton of John Nogowski's and just sit on them until the 30th. And if he continues to hit the way he's hitting in Pittsburgh, he's going to go, you know, low, mid bronze easily. So keep an eye on him too. Another thing I've been telling y'all about is the exchange, where you exchange silvers into golds. You open the packs, you sell the golds, right? So the best prices right now, I've been, as of this morning, which is Saturday morning, I'm making this video Saturday morning for Stub Sunday, are the 76s and the 78s. So the 76s, if you can get them, you'll go to Min and Max Overall 76 Live Series. All right, look at these, 101, 100, like, if you can get them for those prices, it'll cost you, because you need 8 of them, 8 76s for the exchange for a gold pack. If you can get them for 100 to 110 stubs, now pay attention, 100 to 110 per card will run you 800 to 825 stubs per exchange. Even if you just got the crappiest, even if you got Ken Giles, the crappiest gold available, you quick sell them for 1,000, you make 200 to 100, you know, 190 to 200 stubs per. Just for putting in some buy orders and doing the exchange. It's so silly. But this is the best price right now on the market, is the 76s that you can buy for 100 to 110 stubs. Other price that's pretty good is 78s. Now 78s you need 5 of. And if you can get those for 160 to 175, there's one that falls under there. 175, 168, 165. Yeah, so anywhere between 160 and 175, that'll be 810 to 850 a flip. All right? Make sure you're paying attention, writing these numbers down if you need to. 160 to 175 is 810 to 850 a flip. Still very good, right there, pretty close to the 76s. Easy money. Get in there, put in tons of buy orders for these, and make your money. Actually, I'm going to show you right now. We're going to go ahead and do one, because I believe I have enough 76s. Let me go look here. Okay, so 78s we need 5 of. Let's go find. I know I bought someone this morning. There he is, Joey Wendell. Exchange all 5. Go get your gold pack. It'll be in your inventory, in your packs. And we got Noah Syndergaard. Let's see what his price is on the market. We actually have a couple. Oh, actually, he's better than that. 1344. You got to remember though, Noah's getting ready to come back here before too long too. So 1344 gives us 1,210 stubs. So I paid 160 a piece for that, which makes it 810 stubs, and I make 1,210. See that? That's like a 400 stub profit for nothing. Just putting in some buy orders, doing a quick exchange, opening the pack. And the packs are fun to open because it's a surprise. It could be Freddie Peralta. It could be any of those 84s. You know, it could be Jared Walsh. And then you're making hella stubs if you're holding on to them until closer to the 30th. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, even if they're these cheaper guys, even if it's a quick sell Ken Giles for 1,000 stubs, you're still making 200 stubs. It's so stupid easy. Go do it. Make your money. All right, so I hope that this video helped you. I hope you enjoyed episode 3 of Stub Sunday. I know I've been getting a lot of positive feedback on this series right here, so we're going to continue to do it. I'm having a lot of fun doing it. I'm enjoying doing the research every week to see what guys are the best bang for our bucks. And like I said, people are starting to notice the sub count here on the channel is going up, which I really appreciate. I would really like to get more likes on the videos though. Let's shoot for 25 plus likes on this one. So if you're watching the video, you enjoyed it, please, it takes 2 seconds to hit the thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. We should be at 900 when this goes live. I think I was 1 short when I'm recording. We should be at 900, which is pushing us towards that 1,000 that we need to be at for a partner, but we also need to get our watch time up. So please don't click through my videos, watch the damn things, all right? Because I need the watch time. Help me out. I'm fat. Help me. Love me. But yeah, if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications. I upload every day. Actually, today, Saturday, I'm doing a double upload, which is my first time ever. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comment section below who you're invested in, if I didn't hit any of the guys that you're invested in, and let me know why you're invested in them, why you think they're going to get an upgrade. If you got a sneaky guy to keep an eye on, let's help each other out in the community, and let's help each other make some stubs and get all the cards, because I want to get every card this year. I've never done that, and I'm going to do it. That's my goal, and I'm going to help you all do it too. So yes, make sure that you leave comments in the comment section below and let me know how much you enjoyed the series, who you're invested in, and you know, just how you doing. Say hi, I don't care. Just say hi, Buck. Enjoy your videos. Appreciate it. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great week. I'll see you in this series next Sunday again. And until next time, you can catch me right here. Same Buck time, same Buck channel.